New York City. So what are you watching?
On fire for it, like an alcoholic. Put my money on it, going supersonic. Dr. Dre tactics, back on the chronic. Through the legs, crossover, New York City ballers. Back to shot calling, we got stuff brewing. Leaving your crew clueless, looking so foolish. You know that we rule it. TBS, who are they fooling? We've been doing this since they created snipers since the bonfire. When they were in diapers, in rikers, where they hold lifers in. When was the last time y'all were in snipers? I laid the pipe, piper, and slayed the pipe.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Jerry is at the Movies. Comment, like, subscribe. Make sure you hit me on my YouTube and check out all my content. Make sure you hit me on the TikTok. You know the man. Be outside. So, the rise and fall of superhero films. Where are we at now? I believe that we rise and then we fall, and I'm gonna explain right now. So there was at a time when, and I think it has to do with quality over quantity. I don't think they need a lot of superhero films. I think it was a lucrative business at the time of Iron Man and at the time of Batman and things like that, Spider-Man. Crazy. At my job, you couldn't even move in there. The first. See, we're far away from first. Maybe with this Fantastic Four, maybe can bring us back to glory. Maybe we're on the right track. That's why you see the emergence of Robert Downey Jr. again. Marvel is, you know what I mean? I don't want to use the word desperate. I don't want to use the word desperate because they far away from DC. DC is messy. I don't care what they say. DC is freaking messy. You know what I mean? Because they do one thing and then they just go do entirely other thing. This Joker, what the hell? Joker, the man won an Academy Award for God's sakes. And then y'all gonna do a part 2 where the man is singing? Alright. But, so, you know, at least Marvel, they seem like they got a bridge, they got a roadmap, and they're traveling it, you know what I mean, just to see what works. They didn't really have to do Thor. They didn't have to do, they didn't have to do Captain Marvel. They didn't have to do all of that stuff. They did. But look, it's a lucrative business. It's a lucrative business, and it can become the way it used to be again if they just stay on this roadmap. So, I remember at a time when every couple of years we'll get something new, Every couple of years we'll get something new. And I don't know, now every year there's something new popping, because they know that superhero films is a lucrative business. Now we on to Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four was really, really good. I don't know about Superman. We don't know where that's going. And there's fans for that. There's fans for everything. You know what I mean? We just gotta keep it real. You may not like it, but there is a trillion people on the planet Earth. And what you don't like, somebody might think is gold. And that's the point. Is that these creators, these producers, these directors know that whatever they make, they're coming. They're coming. Just off curiosity. Curiosity can make you $1 billion. Case in point, Superman. I don't care what you did with that character. The fact that you just said there's a new Superman movie coming out. That's all you had to say. That's why I don't understand what y'all be doing in Hollywood. When y'all gotta have 18 million trailers. Y'all just give us the buzz. You give us a nugget, and we are coming, and we are invested, cause you know that we love superheroes, and you know that we love superhero films. We are coming. So it rises, then it falls. You know what I mean? It rises, then it falls. And sometimes it falls for a very long time until something comes up, and then it's like, whoa. You know what I mean? Don't think that we'll ever be back to glory. Like I said, I think Marvel hit their pinnacle. I don't know where. Look, Doomsday better be as close as you can get to Endgame. That's what Doomsday had better be, because you made all of these films leading up to a major event like y'all did before. I don't think y'all can ever create that magic again. Let's just be real. Civil War, Age of Ultron, Winter Soldier, Infinity War, Endgame. That's five. That's five major films that y'all did. That is magic, and I don't. But I could be wrong, and we will soon see. We will soon see, because Fantastic Four was very, very good. I like the direction that they're going into. And look, that's why they had that. Robert Downey Jr., what you want to do? What do you want to do? You know what I mean? You want to help us out again? They're getting all these directors back. The directors that made the glory, sometimes you have to do that. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just like at the time of the Chicago Bulls. You got everybody in your disposal. You got everybody that's gonna take y'all to the promised land, and then y'all say we're gonna rebuild. Rebuild what? Rebuild a dynasty? Y'all got one. You know what I mean? I think it was wrong to kill Tony off. I think it was wrong to make Captain America old, because there's other threats out there, and we was looking forward to them making believe that everything was fine in the universe. You heard what Tony said on that message? After he had died, before he died, he made the message. But after he passed away, they found the message. He said, I cannot believe the threats that are in the universe. He didn't even know Galactus, but he said, oh my God, the cosmic forces that are in play, I cannot even. He said, but I'm not worried, because we got the soldiers. You know what I mean? So to kill him off was to kill off all of the buzz. And you know what I'm saying? Now y'all trying to make other things, it just doesn't work. So it started failing a lot. Everybody, oh man, for the last couple of years, they just been tearing superhero movies up. They've been tearing it up on the content creators, anybody. It just ain't been a. But thank God for content creators. Thank God for Tyrone Magnus. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy. I like Tyrone Magnus. Thank God for Screen Crush. Thank God for New Rock Stars. Y'all have been doing an amazing job just trying to keep us engaged and hoping that things get better. But y'all have been entertaining us, and I appreciate it. And I'm just following in y'all footsteps. Y'all gave me a good platform to, you know what I mean? Because I work at a movie theater. Y'all don't. I work at a theater. So I'm seeing things firsthand of when things are great and when things are terrible. You know what I'm saying? I know firsthand. So that just makes me a little bit more knowledgeable than everybody else. But still, y'all guys are 10 years in. You know what I mean? So I appreciate the platform. I appreciate the inspiration that y'all giving me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was just like, yo, man, you work at a movie theater, man. Why don't you just chime in? So I'm chiming in. This is my take on things, and we'll see where we go from him. But Jerry is at the movies, and we'll see where we're headed from here. And we out.